I have somebody joining me right now who I've touted as being my favorite interview of my career. Yeah.
That's really nice.
No pressure, Nicole.
Yeah.
How are you?
We've been doing good.
Excellent.
Yeah, doing well.
For those that don't remember Nicole, it's a real simple story. First talked to you a few years ago, actually 2 years ago,
Almost
to be exact.
2 years, yeah.
I can go to the exact date, March 5th, 2009 was when I first met you, and it was with your daughter Cheyanne.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have a blog posting that I had put up that day, and I'm going to read this to you right now.
Oh, gosh.
And this is what I wrote. And I said, this is Cheyanne. And there's a picture of Cheyanne here with some tubes coming out of her nose, and they're taped to her face. And it says, you may have heard her story this morning with Chris Sheets. Cheyanne's mom, Nicole, was told on March 3rd there was nothing they can do anymore. These pictures are for you, so you can see the beautiful baby girl I did this morning. We were told that day you were going home, and you were going to spend your last days with your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That was March 5th, 2009. You're still here, and I want you to put your microphone up to Cheyanne right now, who's been singing for us all afternoon. Can you say hi, Cheyanne? Hi. She's been singing all day. It never fails. You put a microphone in front of them, they don't, but there she is.
Hi. No, thank you.
No, thank you. That's okay. The point is, she's still here with us today, and you're still here.
Yeah, she's amazing. You know, we've been having fun, living life. You know, we're going to continue to make plans in the future as long as she'll allow us. And so far, we've been having a really great time with her.
780-407-5437. It's phone calls, it's donations like that that made this happen for Nicole, for Cheyanne, for your family. I don't show these to you to make you cry, but if you want to just take a look at this real quick, you know, these pictures here of this little girl with these tubes sticking out of her nose, taped to her face, and now I look at her and she's got this beautiful head of hair that she never had before.
Yeah,
she's even got the
working
ponytail
hard,
going
growing
on.
some hair.
Yeah, and you know, did you think that when they told you this, you know, when you came to talk to us and tell us your story,
mm-hmm.
you know, basically as a way to say thank you for the Stollery for doing everything they could do.
Yeah, exactly.
That you would be back here now.
No, I couldn't even fathom. You know, and I think how, you know, the events kind of unfolded in her first 18 months. You know, I didn't think she had a whole lot longer with us, and she decided to follow her own plan. And, you know, if we didn't have the Stollery to, you know, help her get through all of those, you know, terrible times in the beginning, we wouldn't have been able to have, you know, the fun we had with her in the last 2 years.
So the people, the question people are asking, I'm sure, is what happened, what changed, and we want to remind you that we are still looking for 92 pledges, 780-407-5437. But in that time where, I mean, I remember we put this montage song together and telling your story, and all of us just felt so bad that we were never going to see Cheyanne again, and here we are 2 years later, still
Keeps
seeing her
coming back.
And still smiling and still making noise and singing songs. And,
yeah.
And what changed in that time?
You know, truthfully, not a lot has changed. As far as her cancer, everything is basically the same as it was 2 years ago, which in her case has so far been a good thing, because the same just means it's not gotten worse. So it's still there, and we're still kind of in a waiting pattern, I guess, because now there has been a little bit of an indication that things could go in a positive direction, but there still is a very real chance that it, you know, will go the way they originally predicted for her, which is that she won't be around.
780-407-5437. Please make those phones ring. You still have a chance to help and make a difference. They gave us these sheets with all the information. I mean, the bottom line here with all the chemo treatments and tumors and all the diagnosis and everything that you went through, finding out what was wrong, knowing what's there, and knowing that it's in balance right now. It's probably hard to make it all make sense, even to this day. I mean, I'm sure there's a logical part of your brain that says, okay, this is what's wrong, this is what needs to get better. But even at this point now, is it still kind of tough to deal with these things, the uncertainty factor?
It's hard every day, but I think when you wake up in the morning, you make the choice to either dwell on all of those scary things, or you make a promise to make it a great day and make some memories, and that's the choice that we make every day.
How involved is the Stollery with Cheyanne to this day?
We've been lucky with her the last few years where we haven't needed a lot from them other than support, emotional support. But I can't say that in the future we won't be back.
And that's just it. It's here when you need it.
Exactly.
Not just when times are at their worst, but when it's Scott Phillips was calling it the new normal.
Yeah.
And it's a great term, because your normal becomes something different than what it was before. When you look at this and you say day by day, you've had a chance to be happy and live life to the fullest. I mean, this has been 2 years now of day by days.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that emotional support the Stollery offers you is just as important as any of these treatments and everything else that have gone on.
Definitely. They're as excited as we are that she's still here with us. And, it's hard to describe, the feeling you get when you walk through the doors and know that, they're there for your support, and that they're just as, in love with your daughter as you are.
That phone number again is 780-407-5437. The board says 91 pledges left before 6 o'clock. That gives us 35 minutes. I know we can make this happen. For people that are sitting there who are listening, who are still trying to wrap their head around the fact this little girl and yourself were told that this was the end 2 years ago, but you still haven't even come close to the end yet.
Yeah.
What does that donor dollar mean to you, that person that's calling in right now and is going to say, I want to give to Cheyanne and her family?
Yeah, it means so much, because if the Stollery wasn't the facility that it is, she wouldn't have even made it through the first 18 months of her life. Because it is such an amazing place, they got her to the point where we could take her home and, experience, some normal, activities and some normal everyday life things with her. And, I'm thankful for that every day. And I know that if we need them again in, the same way that they supported us in the beginning, they're going to be there. And thanks to donations and, and support, that it's going to be that much stronger.
We have 34 minutes to make those phone rings. 91 pledges left to go. 407-5437. 780-407-5437. It's been a beautiful couple of years, Nicole. Thank you for coming back with Cheyanne. Thank you for sharing your story again. And Cheyanne, thank you, sweetie, for being here. That's awesome. We're going to play this song, and we're going to dedicate it to the both of you now. It's from Doc Walker. It's called Beautiful Life. 407-5437. 407-5437. Do it for Nicole. Do it for Cheyanne. Do it for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's still